let's talk about the Model Y Juniper, or prototype name Opal, or production prototype name Opal. When is this vehicle actually going to be coming out, and when would it make sense for Tesla to release this vehicle in the US or worldwide, or all over? This Model Y Juniper is going to be coming out in the near future, but we don't know if it's within the next couple weeks or is it going to be later in June, like June for Juniper. But let's talk about this, because this was an interesting post from Tesla Newswire. Here are my predictions for the Tesla upgraded Model Y Juniper timeline. Late January, reveal and configurator launch in limited numbers of countries supported by Giga Shanghai, including China. And here's why I don't necessarily agree with this, because I would hope, because when Tesla released the Model 3 Highland, they did exactly this. They released it in China and Europe first, and that really created an Osborne effect for the other markets. Because if you see that a new Model 3 is available in a different country, would you want to buy like the old Model 3 or the old Model Y? And so I would think Tesla has learned from this, and they probably are not going to be wanting to do this time around. The next one is late February 1st deliveries in China. I actually think it's going to be across the board deliveries all starting at the same time. I mean, yes, China is a big market next to the US as well, but I think they're going to try and sync this up all at the same time. But who knows? Maybe I'll be proven wrong, but at least this would be my prediction and guess with that. April, first deliveries in Europe. May 1st, first deliveries in North America, and June, launch of the performance version. I personally think it's either going to happen right away this month or next month, or it's going to be later on after the second quarter. Maybe even a June to July release. Those are like the two time frames, I think, because Tesla's not going to really want to do this late in the quarter, because that will definitely affect their year end or end of quarter type of sales. But we're starting to see bigger discounts like this one right here, a Model Y long range all-wheel drive. It is a demo vehicle, and it also has been repaired, but only has 46 miles on it. And you would be surprised on the repaired status. It's not that bad, but you get a $4,590 discount. And this is a 5-seater as well. Very nice ultra red with white interior type of spec. You can see the full list of all the best deals that we track and find down below in our deal spreadsheet, so you can see all of them that are out there. And the best thing with this is that this is before the Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, where you can save it up to an extra $1,000 off of a Tesla. But here's my prediction. I think the reveal, if it's going to be happening right now, it's going to be happening before January 29th. And you might be wondering, like, what's the significance of January 29th? Well, I think it's because the next earnings call is on January 29th. It's actually January 29th, a Wednesday, January 29th, from 4:30 or 5:30 Eastern time, if you can watch that whole live stream update and everything. And if we take a look at the history books and we see when the Model 3 Highland got released, it was also midweek or late to midweek as well. And so really, if the earnings call is on a Wednesday, maybe we get a release of the Juniper that Monday beforehand, or maybe the Wednesday beforehand as well, because I really feel like this is what could potentially happen. Tesla's next earning call is on January 29th, and they need to update. They'll need an update to keep the hype alive of the Model Y. And so I really feel like that because they missed the delivery numbers, the production numbers for the quarter 4, they need some sort of carrots or hype to be like, hey, I know we missed it and production was our headwind and all these other different things, but we've got this cool shiny object, this Model Y Juniper right here, Opal production, that is literally available right now so that people can be hype about it and do deliveries for sure. But here's what I think is going to happen. Late January, early reveal, just before the 129 earnings call. Global ordering page goes live. February, I think deliveries could begin worldwide. Tesla cannot risk another Osborne effect with some sort of because the new Model Y going to be out and the old Model Y will also be around as well. And so maybe that's why they're trying to add these extra discounts, and we'll see bigger discounts on the Model Y as well. February to March, because the new Model Y is going to be out, there's going to be a clearance sale on the current Model Y. I predict 0% financing, 72 months, maybe even a limited supercharging, and the list could go on and on. And then by June, full ramp up of inventory in stock, and then maybe by July, a launch of a performance version of the Model Y. And so this is best case scenario. If this is going to be happening this month, I think I could imagine something like this happening, but you could literally copy and paste this whole thing and say it's going to be in April because that's going to be after the end of the next quarter and also the next earnings call as well. So really it could be happening now, or it could be April, or it could be July. I think I'm going to be copying, pasting that same type of calendar throughout the next months or so. And so let us know what you think on it. Let us know what your thoughts on that. Do you think it's going to be happening right now in January, or do you think it's going to be like a Q2, early Q2 type of release? But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let us know what your thoughts on it. Some other things, Tesla is sending emails out reminding people that Tesla has fantastic battery warranty all the way up 8 years, all the way up to 8 years or 120,000 miles. So really you can be covered. You should really have no qualms at all if you're looking to buy a Tesla vehicle and you're worried about battery costs, as long as you've got one under warranty. And the cool thing with this is that even if you own a vehicle, you buy it secondhand used, the warranty still applies as well. Our Model X, we bought it secondhand used from an actual purchase or from an actual seller, and it had like 150 miles on it. But the factory warranty, I've taken it to service plenty of times because the Model X isn't the best, certainly in terms of reliability, but certainly in terms of like build quality, we've certainly taken it there a ton, and I've had no issues utilizing the factory warranty. And so the same thing with the battery warranty as well. So you can have confidence buying any Tesla, whether it's new or used, and be fully confident in the warranty, whether it's the battery warranty, the powertrain warranty, or the 4-year 50 bumper to bumper warranty. Another cool video from the Kilowatts. I knew about this feature about like the actual key thing and how you can link up the key to multiple Teslas, but I had no idea that you can link it up to 100 Teslas, maybe even max. Kilowatts has a Turo fleet. We interviewed him about that, and he's got plenty of Teslas, and his one key actually is linked up to a bunch of Teslas. So really cool to see that. That's a really cool feature. I don't know if a lot of people would have 100 Teslas realistically, but still, very, very interesting to see that it can be paired to a ton of Teslas if you need to, if you want to. And there's a lot of CES news happening right now, but this was an interesting one. Sony released a new vehicle, an electric vehicle with Honda as a joint venture, and they're releasing a vehicle, an electric vehicle that I guess has a PS5 in it, so you can play games in it and everything. But certainly it's at $90,000 and 300 miles of range. So very interesting to see this vehicle. But would you be interested in a Sony PS5? I guess if you could be driving and playing with it, or autopiloting, or semi-autonomous and just playing whatever game you want, I guess that could be a cool look for sure as well, because look at that crazy wide screen across the side, and of course those screens in the back as well. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking.